Skybet.com World Grand Prix brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. We're live on Sky Sports. Let's meet our next two players. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the fastest player in the world, Vincent van der Voort, and the happiest player in the world, it's the pie man, Andy Smith!
Real contrasting physiques, aren't they? The lanky Vincent van der Voort, the short, squat Andy Smith. It's a big lad, isn't he? But he loves his darts. Quarter-finalist here just a few years ago. Vincent van der Voort, though, has never got past the first round. How will he fare tonight? Your commentary team, Stuart Pike and Sid Waddell.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to play Simple Simon, but Simple Simon's still looking for the venue. So he's playing Vincent van der Voort. Fastest thrower around, and Stuart Pike. Of the 13 lads who've done 9 darters in the last 9 months, 2 of them are here now. Both of them. This lad at the place called Newland, and Andy Smith at Larkin.
Yeah, van der Voort been in good touch recently. Just recovered though from a virus. Been pretty ill the last couple of weeks. But managing to take his place here, the pie man with the 9 darter when he won the German darts trophy back in June. And, well, a real character, isn't he? No pies for tea. It was a big plate of lamb double helpings.
Followed by 6 put-ins, because he never misses out. In fact, he was once thrown out of an eat-your-all Chinese buffet and complained after having half a ton of rice with chips, but I haven't had any pudding.
First leg, you tend to throw first.
Never a dull moment when these 2 let fly. Remember, Kamikaze darts, 6 inspired legs, and you could be through. It's not very many, but it works in this discipline, Stu.
Let's get away with your first dart. We saw in the last match, didn't we? Paul Nicholson taking 6 darts to get away in that crucial deciding set. Lost the match. That's what can happen.
32.
Real character, Andy Smith.
He's had a Players' Championship win, which these players have here, and in the regional matches they play every weekend for a few grand. In fact, Damien Lewis doing very well in that. He's won 11 grand but never won a match. In a final, runner-up in the UK Open, 07, this lad, in the Puce.
Well, Andy Smith, quarter-finalist here, his 4th year at the World Grand Prix. That was back in 2006. But both these players have been there or thereabouts, haven't they, in the top 22, 23, 24 in the world. And van der Voort threatening to break into the top 16 for the first time.
That's right, there he is, the man who shared 18 180s at the World Championship in 08 with Jelle Klassen. Beautiful first dart by the pie man. Still got the line with the first dart on the stacker.
100.
Doesn't like the lie. For van der Voort, if it dips underneath the treble 20, will always look downstairs for cover. The unique style that is Andy Smith. Sharing an apartment on site here at the City West with Terry Jenkins
60.
and Dennis Ovens. The 3 Stooges or what, Sid?
Well,
100. And you require 160.
back to the same score then. Both with the same object in mind, to start on the lipstick and proceed. Just too high on the lipstick. Turns handy. for Andy.
60.
Well, the same equation here for van der Voort. That's a great first dart for the first leg against the throw.
76.
And then Smithy will go.
56.
Fat 16. But no, he's going upwards first. To 18s now. On the wire. It's a nice lie there. To light on the barrel. Oh, lovely air shot. Air shot when you're done. Use the metal of the previous lie and dart.
Bit of pressure here on the Dutchman. Terrific last dart.
There's Michael van Gerwen, who's in the frame.
Yeah, Van Gerwen against Kevin Painter Tuesday night. That should be sub-match.
Yeah, don't bling in that one. Van Gerwen won first major championship when he was 17. And Painter, of course, the man in 2001 who took out Taylor here in the very first round.
60.
Oh, slack visit that. Should have composed a bit more.
Yeah, he really was fantastic that day in June when he won the German Darts Trophy, Sid, and the 9-darter, and you win one of these Players' Championship events and it's enough to get you into every single TV event.
135.
That's better from Van der Voort. Third year here, he's lost first round. 07 against Barney, last year against Lloyd.
Still the understacker here. Comes to cover. Yeah, must even prey on the minds of all of them, although they lost 2 previous years. And Taylor will certainly be carrying rabbit's feet in his pockets next to the 50-pound nuts when he gets ready for his match later against Brendan Doolan. That should be in about 2 hours' time. Bit less, maybe. Lovely dart, room to the middle of the lie.
140. Vincent will require 167.
Well, treble 19 would have left the bull, but no need for Van der Voort to go for it. But terrific darts from the Dutchman. Double 14 with Smith a long way back. Looks like big one apiece.
So last shot at the bottom was a bit of a slack shot. 16 darter coming in. If he can feather the barrel. That's a lovely shot. Deliberate use of the line. A gossamer touch on the metal. You see it here. Worked out to the split millimeter.
So first to 2 sets. Really is a pressure situation for all the players on these opening 2 nights. You can play well and huge relief, but you can, within half an hour, you can be on the plane home, and it really is big pressure for them all. Now, Van der Voort here, has he stolen the march in this third leg?
Certainly has. That's the first time, and it was missed in their first 3-dart visit. Having a nightmare. Peggledy.
36.
6th attempt
Nice
for Smith.
lie. Beautiful adjustment.
99.
Yeah, one of the real entertainers. Always got a smile on his face, win or lose, shrugs his shoulders if he loses, and a big smile if he wins.
Lovely first dart. Lucky bounce out. Oh, good adjustment.
But over the weekend, Van der Voort, unlucky there, could easily have been a maximum, came up against Taylor, lost 6-3. In 2 of the legs, he was telling me, he was left on a 2-dart finish. And Taylor took out 140 odd and 160 odd.
That's way up against Taylor. Who'll be playing Brendan Dolan. We'll have a lot of supporters in here.